And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons.
Ready, black 25. Check 53. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you, honey.
Jameis to throw it. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because it'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
All day, just like that.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
The 33-yard line.
Ready, flag, 22, man. Check 53, Mike. Let's convert. Check 26, check 26. Wait, time up.
Play action now, Winston. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Clearly, every time the Saints put together a game plan, they plan to get Michael Thomas involved early and often. 125 catches in 2018, the most in the NFL. Not bad for a kid in Pop Warner football.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. It's now a 7-0 game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Let's go, baby.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right there.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. That goes for a gain of 31.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off, and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Right there.
Now it's Ryan. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. Winston. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a 1st down throw. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 there and a New Orleans 1st down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On 1st down, Murray. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 31, Winston. It's caught. Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Traquan Smith. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
To throw again, Ryan. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
A gain of 15.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
51, Tom! 20! Mike's 59! Mike's 59! Watch the pass! Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, he completes it to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, right. 47 Mike. Hey, orbit. Rabbit. Hey, check Mike 47. Check it go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ryan looking downfield. That's caught inside the 20. An explosive 38-yard pickup. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Base.
Here's Ryan to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep it.
And Winston lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Gurley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The kick by Bryant is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. He goes 105 yards on the kick return. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys field it that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bryant. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
21. Get out.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. It's caught by Treadwell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the pistol is Gurley. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Mark 54. Mark 54. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. The Falcons and Saints, they aren't strangers to one another. That's no secret. They were founded 1 year apart back in the 60s. Their first meeting in 1967. Neither franchise had much success through the 70s and 80s, but boy, has that changed in recent memory. And the Falcons holding the all-time series advantage 52-48. And one of the more memorable matchups, certainly between the two teams, September of 2006. It was a reopening of the Superdome following the devastation from Hurricane Katrina the year prior. The Saints winning that one 23-3. And now they lead here in this one as part of the NFL 100 series. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Winston now to throw on first down. He's got his man. It's Curse. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
Ready, white 25, white. Check, watch 54, watch 54. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on second and long. Ryan. His throw incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And that takes us from second to third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
Throwing on third and long. Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Jameis to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Toss play, Kamara. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Ready? White 25. Tommy. He's heavy on the edges. Let him go. Let him go.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they're able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
At the 31-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
51. Watch the screen. White. White. Check 59. Mike is 50. Hey, Charlie.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go. Hey, 59, ready. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Target.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that fourth down.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Kamara. And an alley to run. And Kamara has it stripped. And the Falcons grab it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Go. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Come on, D.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Ready. Black, go. Go. Let him go.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
Following the penalty, it's Murray. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Ready. White 25. Hey, sub. Get that quarterback, D-line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
21.
Now Ryan on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Mine's 59. Mine's 59. I'm here all day.
Here's Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nigel Bradham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Harris to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says? Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Winston here to throw. Going with a screen for Murray. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Watch the slant.
And they will take a knee here. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal.